Yeah, hopefully it's now all set up correctly, and as you can see, is live on live. Right. So I just have to go here, and then if I go to studio and I go here, short, to delete it, last name, Twitch, and also the same is there, Twitch, and also the same is there. So I go to channel Twitch, and also the same is there. So I go to channel Twitch, and also the same is there. So what's wrong with this here? Yeah. So basically content and video producer, and I can delete all this, not needed. So previous one unneeded. So now this is all good. So what I was talking about, okay, I've got some updates here. If I do the updates now, I have to restart my computer. That's the thing. Nowadays I'm seeing lots of updates on Linux, like it's very frequent, like every other day I've got a new update. That's because some of the packages I have, they are like, this is you really don't want to, maybe once it's time consuming, and it needs all kind of frequent restarting. So it's better that I just come here into the update. So I really recommend you to try out Ubuntu. So as a new user, you should be thinking about, because there is a discussion going on and all the fuss going on now at like their gaming oriented OS, but this like a Cashy OS and all that flashy, kind of Arch based and then Fedora based, Nobara, all these are right if just for testing, but for long term they're doing many things, not just gaming. You need a very stable, reliable. Reliability is a factor, and not just managed by one or two individual, a group managed by a big number of people who are not just looking into few things and putting together. So you have to, so I think this use case scenario based on what you're using, but if you're putting things on a general purpose computer, you have to be mindful of what you're doing with your computer. Is this Cashy OS? So it's based on, so I'm gonna explore, and then there is another one is called so first you have to know, first thing you have to decide, you have to know which Linux operating system bundle or distribution you're gonna be using. I guess there are a couple nowadays to choose from. Manjaro is very the packages are really very frequently updating. You have to keep compiling the packages, kind of like Arch Linux, but a reduced version of Arch Linux. But you have to compile, and if your CPU is not powerful enough, and if you're trying to put this on your laptop, you are making a big mistake here, because you should not be doing compilation unless you're a developer. You wanna tweak or modify softwares by from one software to other. Every single software you want to modify, why you're gonna burn you the CPU resource? It doesn't make any sense compiling the software. So if you're coming from the Windows userland, so you should not be really thinking about anything like based on maybe Arch Linux or something like that. That's because it's just really too heavy and a waste of resource for your CPU, for your time. Unless you are a very bleeding edge, you like constantly compiling software, even though it's automated, managed, handled by the package manager, you should not be doing it because you're burning your CPU. You should not be burning your CPU. If you're trying to be productive with your computer, you should be thinking productivity. You should be thinking your CPU utilization and resourcefully and efficiently, thinking about stuff like that. Please, yeah, I will go through. I've been using Linux since 1997, as early in the early days. I use Linux primarily all these years, and only use Windows or Mac OS wherever needed, like in the university campus or like that. So I know the stuff in the Linux world, how it works, and specifically coming from a programming background like me, you know stuff. So if you are trying to play games on Linux, you should be aware of few things. Don't just follow some random YouTube videos and you don't know. These are flashy points, maybe gives you some stamina or give you some excitements for a few days if you try out based on their recommendations. I don't know say, but on the long run you will get dissatisfied and even more frustrated more later on. Yeah, it will give you some hypes, maybe some kind of excitement at the beginning, but you will find out that it doesn't work in the long run. It doesn't work. So you have to figure out, you have to if you ask ChatGPT, of course it's output based on input, so whatever is searching different websites. And you can check out my YouTube page here on Tom, and it shows the performance of different graphics cards on Linux and based on different gameplays. And I really try to limit my hardware configuration when I go to Bleeding Edge, so that it kind of pushes the limits of the hardware whenever you're trying to play a game and see what is the actual performance of the graphics drivers available on Linux. So that's what I do here. So I have quite a lot of videos here, as you can see, in my YouTube channel. If you're looking for a particular game or something, how that works on Linux, can definitely check out my channel here on YouTube, and then try to see is that something you want to do or play on Linux. Is that some performance you're quite happy with, so stuffs like that. So yeah, you should be really doing some homework before even think about. So yeah, so don't just jump on board without doing some kind of homework. So you have to do some homeworks to really start using Linux. So yeah, that's all. I think today I don't want to talk too much. So yeah, so here, yeah, on Linux, yeah, it just lacking some proprietary commercial applications like Windows productivity and the graphics multimedia, but it has some other strong points in rendering and then 3D modeling and stuff like that. Works very well on Linux, and it doesn't crash that often. If you have configured your computer properly, it should work really good. I want to compare to other operating systems. I'm just saying it really works good. I have tried it. I have tried all kind of scenarios on Linux, so I would say, yeah, there are some still rooms because Linux is so diverse. So there are of course some rooms for some improvements. I would say having a unified ABI is something Linux should really think about. ABI, what is ABI? ABI is something like a software interface for compatibility of the software as the hardware is moving forward. So as the hardware is moving forward, you really want the software to remain compatible. So this is where Linux, because Linux is so fast-paced, it's always moving forward. Sometimes specifically some games or some software compatibility becomes an issue. Even though I can run software from 20 years ago or game from 20 years ago, it's possible to do it, but also some of the technologies become obsolete. And when it comes to at the hardware level, if the latest kernel or emulates manage the hardware in a different manner, which is the ABI, then your software becomes you can't really run it anymore. So that's an issue. I think there's same issue with Windows as well, but Windows ABI, because it doesn't update that often, I would say it remain compatible. But on Linux world, you can emulate certain stuff. This is open source. It's just a matter of someone investing in the matter. There is enough demand for it. I guess as the Linux user base grows, Linux would become the most compatible in terms of backward compatibility and forward compatibility operating system. There's no denial about it. No operating system can even come close in terms of that. But yeah, 20 minutes passed already. I've been talking so for long. So yeah, please follow my channel. Both my YouTube channel, and then please keep an eye for live that I'm gonna do. Please, I will not schedule anything particular, but I will just, because my time is not really fixed, I'll just do any live whenever I can. So that's really good to be active with the community and then help the community. So I really want to help community grow. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for waiting and watching this live stream. Until next time, this is Imam. Bye bye.